Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I apologize for our tardiness. Um, as you know, we've been advertising today that we would have a speaker on to tell us about healthy living. Well, her Wi-Fi is out, so she's not able to be here today, and that's the reason for us being late because we were trying to help her get connected. So we failed, and it's okay because we're going to have her on the show at another time. Okay. But Miss Theola Bright, we did not lie about that as we advertised that she would be here on the show this morning. It's just that she couldn't connect to us. And so we thank her for agreeing to be on the show. And, Wi Fi failed today on her end. And so we are right here. We are right here. And we're going to get the day started. It already has. It's a beautiful day here, sun shining, and I feel good, and I hope you feel the same way too. Uh, as always, we like to discuss issues that concern us every day in our lives here. And so, what we're going to talk about today, and I didn't have a backup for discussion this morning because I was expecting Miss Theola Bright to take over and just tell us about healthy living, which we all should agree to. But as we have on the show, let's get started on writing down some things that we should do. So if you have a pen and a paper, or you want to use your phone and uh, and go to notes and make some notes. That's what I'd like for you to do. Also, this show is recorded, so you can watch it again if you want to. So I appreciate you joining us this morning, and I'm happy to be alive. And it's another day for us to rejoice in and to make things happen. And so, one way we keep, I like consistency, okay? So, to be consistent, you have to have a routine. And so, for just general living, just to maintain happiness, just to be in your own zone of space so that you can do the things and listen to your body and your mind, and talk to your subconscious and just tell them what you need, and get rid of what doesn't serve you in the best way. You have many opportunities daily to make that change. So just to talk about this, I wake up every morning, eyes pop right open. I may have said this before, but it's the truth, and I want to keep living just like this, And I'm thanking the Lord for allowing me to see another day, you know. Uh, and so I'm praying, and I'm preparing for the day, uh, and we're gonna go forth on there. Some things are popping up on the screen that I can see, and so we are okay. So look, remember, they always say that when you give, you get more back, and it's the truth. So remember to give, uh, because you'll receive. You want to keep an open mind. Closed minds are inflexible, rigid, and they refuse to change. We have some people, we call them high powered controlling people. They just want everything to go their way, whether it's right or wrong. Those are hard people to deal with, but there are ways to deal with them. Okay. So don't try to uh, duplicate that type of a personality, high strung and over aggressive. It's okay to be aggressive. I said overly aggressive. And so we want to keep an open mind. Closed minds are inflexible, closed minds are rigid and refuse to change. And I don't want anyone to refuse to change because change is important. Change is important for our growth, regardless of what age we are. You know, in my life, I'm constantly making changes to help me be better, to serve others better, to just live this life as happy as I possibly can. And I like it like that. You want to consider priorities and wants for yourself. We all have different priorities, and we have to prioritize what comes first down to whatever's on your list that in the order you want it in. So make sure you have priorities and you list in your priorities the things that you want. Lots of time as a mother, or parent period, we always want to do things, have a list of things to do for others. I need for us to have that list for things to do for others, as well as a list to do for yourself. You need to be taken care of as well. You need to make sure that uh, you get a facial, or you get your massages, or you get your nails done, your mani and your pedis, and all those types of things. Want to make time for yourself to just sit down somewhere and just think. you know 5 or 10 minutes is all it takes. A long time with just you, uh no background noise or anything. And I prefer to do this outside, but it works from any location, inside, outside, in the car, wherever. Just take a moment, 5 or 10 minutes, and just sit back and just close your eyes and just contemplate, and think about challenges and where you want to go. And always say to yourself, always, I do this too. I say to myself, as I'm closing my eyes for the night, I say, may my day tomorrow be much, much better than it was today. You know, so I'm expecting. I am absolutely expecting, and I'm setting myself up for favor to say that to myself. You know, Not to say that I had a bad day as I'm getting ready to close my eyes and sleep overnight, but may the next day be better than it was that day. So I'm always reaching out for more, more to rejoice about, and pulling things down from the universe, good things, and blocking all bad things, blocking enemies if that's required in your life. Do it. Blocking stuff. So, what we don't want to do is continue to make excuses and not make any progress. That's what an excuse is all about. Just, I wish, I coulda, shoulda, did it, whatever. You know the rule. Uh, just making excuses. I can't do it. Can't shouldn't be a part of your vocabulary. You should always tell yourself, I can and I will. And that's what I do. That's how you become, that's how you reach goals. That's how you reach goals. Uh, and every day you need to set new goals. Make a list. I make a list every night before I go to bed, and I accomplish that list. If I don't accomplish it on the night that I put it on the next day, then it carries over to the second day, but I get it accomplished. Now I try to fulfill all of my assignments uh, the next morning, the ones that I've written down. But things happen sometime. But the purpose here and the point that I'm making, if it's on your list, you need to make sure you complete the goal. If you have to take it off because it'll make things easier, or you found a different way to do it, that's fine too. Uh, so, no excuses. Write it down, your assignments, and then you have to discipline yourself and set up a routine so that you can follow things. I can't see the time right now, but I don't want to overtalk my time. So let me just take a look at that time for just a moment here, just a second. Okay, so hang in there. We'll be done in a moment. I sure do miss Miss Bright. She has some good things to tell us about healthy living, and we're going to advertise again for her. And you may have to change your friends, and that's okay. There are a lot of people out there you can make friends with. So if the ones you have are not just making it for you, not helping you make it, what are we doing? So you just might have to change friends. You might have to be cordial still and be in the circle just a tiny bit, but you put that long silver handle spoon out to keep your distance, to keep them from affecting your spirit, your mindset, and making you unhappy at times and sad because of things they say or do. And so you have to be careful about the people you let into your circle, and make your circle small. You don't have to have a large circle. That causes a lot of issues, as we all have different personalities, and we all have different wants and desires. So keep your circle small. Make sure you have a mentor in your circle that when you need someone to talk to and you can confide in, you want to make sure you have one of those too, so that you don't feel. And you can also just get on your knees, sit in a chair, lie in your bed, and be anywhere. and just talk to a person who won't tell your secrets, but they know all of your secrets. I hope you got that. And guess what? Know all of your secrets and love you. So that's a wonderful friend. Remember, you only have one life in this realm. Make the best of it. This is your life. Have fun. Be safe. Set goals. Complete goals, short and long term. Living this life here in this realm requires that we be consistent. Consistency is the key to unlock a lot of things we want. So you got to be consistent. You do have to work. You can't just say, I want. You have to put forth some effort to get what you want. And that's in all things, all areas of your life. And so, join me in blogging on drtsteele.com anytime. And I know I come on every Saturdays, and I have already said that, to you, I said, I'm available from Saturday to Saturday. My contact information is scrolling on the screen, perhaps. But you can hit me up on Facebook, Tonie Anderson-Steele, or Messenger, whatever you'd like to do to connect. And let's get a conversation going. Uh, let's clarify some things that you might have heard this morning or in previous shows that you want more information on. And so I appreciate you. And I thank you for listening, for joining. And as we continue on in this day, please be happy. Please make yourself happy if you're not happy. So, whatever is causing you to be sad, you need to sit down in a corner somewhere and think about it and make the change. Change is good for you. It's okay to make the change. It's okay to make the change. We get a new day every day, 365 days we get each year. And so we have the opportunity to make those changes every day. And I highly recommend it. So as I sign off, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Saturday. We're going to figure out what we can do to assist Miss Theola Bright in getting her situation straight with Wi-Fi. And I know the other night I have Cox services, and we didn't have any Wi-Fi either. So it happens. It happens, and we have no control over that. But there are a lot of things that we do have control over it, and you need to get control of it. So as I bid you farewell with love, I thank you for joining me again. And please join me next Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be advertising a new guest, or maybe Miss Bright will be available, and we can make that connection of Wi-Fi work in our favor anyhow. So bye for now. Thank you for joining us. Bye.